Hello and good morning, dear children. Let us enter to our class for today. As we can see these clips of one animal and an instrument, let us see how are they mentioned in this paragraph with the story. Let us start reading the passage. Windows were shot up and pulled down. Furniture fell with dull thumps. A half dozen policemen emerged out of the darkness of the front hallway upstairs. They began to ransack the floor, pulled beds away from the walls, tore clothes off hooks in the closets, pulled suitcases and boxes off shelves. One of them found an old zither that Roy had won in a pool tournament. "Looky here, Joey," he said, strumming it with a big paw. The cop named Joey took it and turned it over. "What is it?" he asked me. "It's an old zither a guinea pig used to sleep on," I said. It was true that a pet guinea pig we once had would never sleep anywhere except on the zither, but I should never have said so. Joe and the other cop looked at me a long time. They put the zither back on a shelf. Now, in the last para, yesterday we saw that the police was saying there at the downstairs, that means at the ground floor, the doors were forcefully opened, the drawers were forcefully opened, and then he continues saying that the windows were shot up and pulled down. The windows were shot up and pulled down. The furniture fell with dull thumps, and also the furnitures were felled. They fell. That means the sofas and all, everything were falling down. A half dozen policemen emerged out of the darkness of the front hallway upstairs. So half dozen of policemen, what do you mean by half dozen? That means 6 of policemen. They just came out from the darkness, from the dark room, and then they went up to the upstairs from the hall, and they began to ransack the floor and pull the beds away from the walls. So ransack the floor, you have the pathways and all the carpets and also they just started searching over there, everything. They pulled the beds and from the walls, everything, that means the bed attached to the walls and all, and tore clothes off hooks in the closets. They tore all the clothes, that means from the closets, from the cupboards where we arrange the clothes. Everything was pulled out. They searched here and there, everything they just scattered everything in the house, pulled suitcase and boxes off shelves. They just removed all the suitcase, the boxes which was there in the house, and all the shelves, the things from the shelves, everything was just scattered out. Now, one of them found an old zither that Roy had won in a pool tournament. Now, Roy is the writer's brother who is there in Indian police. So, what happened? He had won in a pool tournament. That is swimming pool. In a swimming pool tournament, he had won a prize. That is the zither. We can see the instruments picture here in the slide. You can see I have posted 2 types of zither for you people. Okay, now this instrument is a music instrument which is known as zither. Now this was his prize. He had won this prize for swimming pool tournament. Now one of the policemen is saying, "Look here, Joe," he said, strumping it with a big paw. Okay, with his leg he just trumped it and he said, "Look here, Joe." Now the cop named Joe took it and turned it over. "What is it?" So the police whose name was Joe, he came, he took the zither, He turned it upside down. He saw and he's asking, what is it? So, the writer said that it is an old zither in which our guinea pig used to sleep. Can you see the picture of a guinea pig? A guinea pig. It is a guinea pig. This was their pet. They used to keep this pig as their pet, and this used to sleep in this zither. It was true that a pet guinea pig we once had would never sleep anywhere except on the zither. So once they had this pig as their pet, and that pig used to sleep on the zither only. If you ask him to sleep anywhere else, it won't sleep. If you put him on the zither, it would sleep. But then the writer says that I should have not said that. I'm wrong by saying that. And Joe and the other police looked at him for a long time, and then what? They put the zither back on a shelf. They put the zither from in the shelf from where they had taken it. Okay. Now what do we learn from this passage? Here we see, unnecessarily, without knowing, in the beginning of the lesson, we have seen that they have only heard the voice of the steps going down the stairs to the dining room and coming back and everything. They had not seen any person. Without inquiring, without saying that who it is, what is going on and all, without seeing anything, they imagined for themselves and made they panicked for everything, and they made a big issue, and without reason. Can you see what a mess has taken place in the house? The whole house has been scattered. Their shelves, their clothes, their things, their suitcases, their boxes, their things which have been small things, big things, everything was just thrown out in search of the burglar. Just in the search of the burglar. We do, yes, sometimes without thinking, without seeing, we just imagine for ourselves, oh, இப்படியா இருக்கலாமோ, அப்படியா இருக்கலாம், இப்படிதான் இருந்து, இப்படிதான் நான் சொல்றேன். But at last we will find there is nothing there is nothing, only mess. ஒன்றும் இருக்காது, வெறும் குப்பை தான் இருக்கும். மாதிரி போலீஸ் எல்லாத்தையும் அடிச்சுட்டு போயிட்டான். இனி அவங்களுக்கு தான் அந்த வேலை, முழு வீட்டையும் சுத்தம் பண்ணு, முழு வீட்டையும். Why? Simply without knowing anything, if you open your mouth, if you do anything, if you just தன்னை பெருமையாக காட்டுறதுக்கு நம்ம பெரிய கதையெல்லாம் உண்டாக்கணும்னா இப்படிப்பட்ட பிரச்சனைகள் நிறைய வரும். We'll have to face these kinds of things. இது கதைக்கு ஒரு உதாரணம். பட் நம்ம வாழ்க்கையில் துணி சிதறாது. நம்ம வாழ்க்கையில் இப்படிப்பட்ட நிறைய வேண்டாத பிரச்சனைகள் வரும். அது நம்ம வாழ்க்கையை வச்சு லிங்க் பண்ணி பாருங்க, you will understand it. So now as they were searching everything here and there, they found the instrument. Now what happened? This instrument was an old instrument, and they used to keep their pet used to sleep on it. Now in this we have to think. See, the writer says, I should have not said that our pet used to sleep. யோசிக்கின்ற ஒரு காரியம். See, sometimes in our life what happens, unnecessarily we share our personal things to others. அந்த ஜித்தர் எதுக்காக அவங்க பயன்படுத்துகிறாங்க என்பதை போலீஸ்க்கு சொல்ல வேண்டியது தேவையே இல்லை. It is a zither, it is an instrument, finished. But he explained, அவன் அது விளக்குறான், இது அப்படி கிடைச்சது, இதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணோம், அது இல்லாமல் அது தூங்க, இதெல்லாம் தேவையில்லையே, வளவளன்னு கிளவி மாதிரி ஏன் பேசணும், வயசானவங்க மாதிரி. இது என்னதுன்னு கேட்டால் இது இன்னது, முடிஞ்சு. போலீஸ்க்கு அது தேவையில்லையே. அவர் he did not come to inquire about the zither, isn't it? So why we have to explain about it. So in our life we do like that. Sometimes we also unnecessarily we share our personal things to others without any reason, without necessary, just as if very பெருமை பீத்துறது. We are we are showing a proudness. No need. What is the gain? See, when he said all this thing, you can find the next line that the Joe, that is the police, and the other police, they just looked at him for a long time. ரொம்ப நேரமா அவன் அப்படியே பார்க்கங்க, என்னடா எனக்கு லூஸ் கிளிஸ் பிடிச்சிட்டா, isn't it? சரி, நம்ம ஒரு காரியம் சொல்றதால நம்ம பெருமைன்னு நினைக்க கூடாது. ஏத்தால இருக்க மக்கள் நம்மள பைத்தியம் தான் நினைப்பான். So we have to keep our things within ourselves. Learn to keep your personal things for yourself, and we must overcome it. We must not just keep it inside us and cry or turn into depression, but we must learn to overcome it rather than telling it to others without necessarily. Otherwise, the world would think that we are mad. No sign. Oh, nothing, said the cop who had first spoken to mother. The lady seems hysterical. They all nodded but said nothing, just looked at me. In the small silence, we all heard a creaking in the attic. Grandfather was turning over in bed. What's that? Snapped Joe. 5 or 6 cops sprang for the attic door before I could intervene or explain. I realized that it would be bad if they burst in on grandfather unannounced or even announced. He was going through a phase in which he believed that General Meade's men, under steady hammering by Stonewall Jackson, were beginning to retreat and even desert. So here it says that the cop who told his mother, the mother of the writer, that there is no sign, sign lady, okay, that cop had first spoken to the mother, isn't it? So now he says that this lady looks to be a hysterical. What is hysterical? A person who is affected by more emotions. Okay, because of emotions, she is uncontrolled. She is much more attacked by emotions. That's why she is a person who cannot control her emotions, and that's why she is, saying that and this, and that was really true. Now they all nodded, they all shook their head, but said nothing, and there was a silence, and during that silence they all looked at the writer. And when it was completely silent, at that time they heard a sound of creaking in the attic. Now what is the sound of creaking? Okay, it is the sound that comes from the old bed. In the old bed and all, if you sit also you'll find crick, if you stand crick, if you move crick, you get that sound, isn't it? That was the sound. So it was the sound which came from attic where grandfather used to sleep. So maybe grandfather was turning over in the bed, that's why that sound was there. And so now the police is asking, what's that now? Who asked? The police. Now as soon as that sound was heard, 5 to 6 of the police, they ran to the attic's door even before the writer could stop them or explain them that grandfather is there. And even he realized, by that time he realized that it would be bad if they just, without telling or even without asking permission or even by asking the permission, if they enter into the grandfather's room, it would be very bad, because grandfather was a person who was, thinking that he was thinking, he believed that General Midas. Now who is General Midas? General Midas was a person, General Midas was an US Army and a civil engineer. Now, so he was the general of U.S. Army. So if they would have just rushed in, and at that time, when he was in such a phase of thinking all that past of his past days and all, and if these people would have rushed inside, he would have thought that he would have thought that his people, generals people, have come to hammer him. See, you can see a hammering. Okay, hammering means like what does the hammer does? What is the work of a hammer? To bang something, to knock out something. So they are coming to knock him out by Stonewall Jackson. Okay, Stonewall Jackson is also name of a person. So they all are coming by the command of General Meadows to hammer down, to knock them, by whom? By Stonewall Jackson. And this would have were beginning to retreat and even desert. So desert means scattered. How is the desert? Desert is completely scattered with muds, and it's vast. So if that, then this thing, this panic of his, this phase of his would have been totally scattered everywhere, and that would become a big problem, a big issue for grandfather also. So through this para we learn that we have to respect the feelings, we have to respect the emotions of our elders, we have to take care of our elders. See, every one of us have our grandparents in our house, isn't it? Many of us have, some of us may not have, but in any phase, when we have our elder people, see, they are the people at this time who are entered into a stage of a baby. So all the past things would be there in their mind. See, this is how I lived, this is what happened. See, today how I am. I'm not able to walk, I'm not able to sit, I'm not able to work, I'm not able to do anything. All these kind of things would be there. And at that time, if we bother them or worry them, even if certain things disturbs them, no problem. This is, I have to watch TV, even if it is disturbing him, I don't care. We are there. This is my bed. I will sleep in this. Let him go and sleep in that old bed. Yes, we do that. There are many things like this. This is just an example. But instead of doing all those things, if we think and if we care about their feelings, it would be good. That is what the writer explains here. See, when I spoke about the bed, I would tell you, today you may sleep in a new bed or a bed with a cushion and mattress. Just think if tomorrow when you grow old, your children or your grandchildren makes you to sleep in the old rugged bed, how would you feel? Isn't it? So we have to take care of others' feelings, especially the elderly people. And here that is what the writer says, that my grandfather is going in such a phase that he has gone back in his young age time where General Midas was there in the army, and he was thinking about that war. Okay, that war he was thinking, and what all took place, he was thinking that. And at that time, if these people would just rush inside, all this police with guns and all, then again he would remember those things. That General Midas has sent some people by Stonewall Jackson to knock him out, knock grandfather and everyone out. And then what will happen? Then he will also start to, shoot people or go here and there. And he will also start making thinking that he is also in the army, so he has to, then a war would take place in the house itself. Okay, like for example, old people, they think about their past, as I told you. They think about their past. There are some people who forget about their present, and they are in their past that this is happening, so they may adopt it. Oh, ஆமா நான் யுத்தத்தில் இருக்கும்போது இப்படி செஞ்சேன், அப்போ உண்மையில் வந்துட்டானவா யுத்தம் போராடுவோம், and he will start, that kind of situation he was. So if that will happen, what will happen? His mentally and physically he will be disturbed, and to settle him down it will take lots of time. அப்படிதானே? அவர் திரும்பியும் பழைய காலத்துக்கு அவர் போய் அவர் இப்போ நம்ம வயசாயிட்டோம் இதெல்லாம் மறந்து நான் இன்னும் போராடுறவேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நினச்சிட்டு அவர் போராடிட்டு இருந்தார்னா அவரை அந்த நினப்புலேருந்து வெளியே எடுக்கவும் ரொம்ப கஷ்டமாக இருக்கும். அது மட்டும் இல்லை, சரீர ரீதியாகவும் மன ரீதியாகவும் அவர் பாதிக்கப்படுவார். அப்படிதானே? அது ரிலாக்ஸ் ஆகி அவர் செட்டில் ஆகி இருக்கணும். அப்போ அவருக்கு எவ்வளோ பாதிப்பு இருக்குது. ஸோ டு அவாய்ட் தட், அது தடுக்கிறதுக்காக he wanted to stop them to go to his bedroom. So here the writer tells us to take care, to take concern about our elder people. When I got to the attic, things were pretty confused. Grandfather had evidently jumped to the conclusion that the police were deserts from Maiden's army, trying to hide away in his attic. He bounded out of bed wearing a long flannel nightgown over long woolen pants, a nightcap and a leather jacket around his chest. The cops must have realized at once that the indignant, white-haired old man belonged to the house, but they had no chance to say so. "Back, ye cowardly dog!" roared Grandfather. "Back the lines, ye goddam lily-livered cattle!" With that he fetched the officer who found the zither a flat, handed smack alongside his head that sent him sprawling. The others beat a retreat, but not enough. Grandfather grabbed Zither's gun from its holster and let fly. The report seemed to crack the rafters. Smoke filled the attic. A cop cursed and shot his hand to his shoulder. Somehow we all finally got downstairs again and locked the door against the old gentleman. He fired once or twice more in the darkness and then went back to bed. That was Grandfather, I explained to Joe, out of breath. He thinks you're deserter. I'll say he does, said Joe. So now here in this paragraph it says that they entered inside, and by the time the writer could go and stop them, it so happened that they have entered the attic and everything was totally confused. Why? Because Grandfather, he just jumped out with the conclusion that the police were the deserters. Deserters was the scattered people from Midas army who were trying to hide away in his attic, who were trying to hide in the grandfather's room. And so he wanted to bound out of bed. He just wanted to get out of the bed where he was sleeping, and he just wearing a long flannel nightgown. He wore a nightgown, long nightgown with long woolen pants and a nightcap, and he also had a leather jacket around his chest. Now these police, now they have realized that this man is from this house, this old man belongs to this house, but they did not even have a chance to say. Why? Because Grandfather was in so speedy things. He started before they could say, okay, this fellow is from this house, forget, leave him. Before they could say that, Grandfather attacked them. Okay, he said, "You cowardly dogs, get out from here, move from this side." Okay, that means you cowardly dogs. Do you understand what do they mean? What do they mean? In our language, it's very bad. Okay, so he says that you all dogs, you are dogs who are scared, or you are the one who just fool people. You just get away from this place and you come to this line. Don't move from this place. Be here and now. And then he started to ask the officer who touched the zither, the one who found the zither from the shelf. Okay, he asked that officer that to move aside everything, and then the others started they beat a retreat, but not enough. They all started moving, but nothing was this. Like Grandfather was against them. He wanted to fight them. He wanted to attack them. Now in this way, While grandfather was allowing all the policemen to move aside and come aside in one place, he just grabbed the gun from one of the police who had uh, touched the zither. So he just pulled the gun from him, and what he did, he was having in his hand and he was just shooting here and there. Now the reporters were there. Do you remember that the reporters had come along with the police? Now they all started to do their work. They all just came inside, started to shoot everything. Now the smoke was filled all over the room. The smoke of the gunshot which the grandfather shooted. It was all over the room. Now, one of the police started to curse the grandfather, and he also started to shoot. And he shooted his hand to his shoulder. Somehow we all finally got down. So somehow they all came down again and locked the door against the old gentleman. So the grandfather was inside, and somehow they managed to come out everyone, and they locked the door. Once or twice more grandfather shooted in the dark room and then went back to the bed, and that was his grandfather. And the writer explained to the police that this is my grandfather, with a long breath, out of breath in the sense like he couldn't even breathe with that fear and with all the nuisance that happened. That was grandfather. This the way without breathing, he was just explaining that this is my grandfather, and he thinks that you people are the deserters from the General Midas. And the police, Joe, he said, I think he is the one who is deserted from the General Midas. So here in this line, we see that grandfather makes a big confusion. He brings a big confusion in the house. Because of him, unnecessarily the police have to just run for their life. And see, he shooted more than 3 or 4 times, and even the cop's hand was shot down, and so many things had taken place. Misunderstandings, totally misunderstanding. When there is a misunderstanding, there is a big mess, there is a big problem which you cannot solve easily, isn't it? So next we will see in our next video.